It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Nighthawks of Tokyo taking on the Carolina Panthers. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Steal, black. Ready.
Young wasting no time, right to the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Tyquan Thornton, the one he was looking for, but it'll be second down.
Here we go. Clock 10.
To throw, Young. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Young to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Fielded at about the 28. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 6. Back to throw. Baker. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Young here, you can see changing the play. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Set, hut.
Young. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. In motion comes the tight end left. Young on 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good. And the Panthers stay claim to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little bit, didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They run it again with Chubb. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. That 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Baker under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Ready?
Out of the gun, it's Young. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Black shot. Set.
Now Young. In trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Up the middle with Barkley. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Back to throw. Baker. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go with the Bucks as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Looking to throw. Baker. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown. A big play there. 49 yards. And his guys have taken the lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And he'll take it out to the 25.
Down.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Ready,
Well,
ready.
they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Hey.
And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Go pink. White, white. Ready?
3rd and short yardage, Young. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught. It's Malone. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Baker. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Townsend. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll try and throw for it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the 1st down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Drill 52. Set, go.
And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Strikers, 3-3. Hut, hut.
Young to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Baker. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Baker. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
The open man is Westbrook. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown! A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Nighthawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Now for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Ready.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here is Young. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
22 needle. Set.
On play action, Young.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Baker, a final shot before break. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
They're going to try and throw. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with a football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Running right, this is Gainwell.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This is 2nd and 8. Thornton, the motion man right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
Touchdown, Carolina!
Kenneth Gainwell.
33 yards.
And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on fourth down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Open man there is Malone. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
This is going to be a corner route to their tight end, and I'll tell you what, it's man coverage, so that makes it hard for a linebacker to stay with him. And he's able to make the catch on the right side of the field and pick up the first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Malone. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's only able to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Baker. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, red. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Fury, yellow. Ready.
Following the interception, Young.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Ready.
To throw on second down is Young.
Open man is Mingo, complete.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Ready up.
3rd and 3.
Edo blue. Ready.
Now Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Quentin Johnston.
26 yards.
And the Panthers have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game? And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Inside the 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Young to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Young. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Red, yellow. Flag through.
Young on 3rd down. Right side, Thornton with it. Touchdown! Tyquan Thornton. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Patterson now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball.
And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Young. Got his man, it's Thornton. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3. Now here's Young. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Ready?
To throw, Young. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Well, maybe that's the spark that they needed here, Charles. Trailing, but a big block. We'll see if that swings the momentum a bit.
You mentioned the word spark. I'm just wondering, as they went off the field and the offense was coming out, did one of those special teams members say, hey, obviously we haven't given up on this one. We've given you a little bit of a spark. What are you going to do with it?
It's caught inside the 25. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Baker. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Baker. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Panthers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game, but give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, though?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Completes this one to Thornton.
And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Man in motion left, Mingo.
Ready, go.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And now here is another interception.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Panthers will take over here just shy of the 30.
Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here we go.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Kerr. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Okay, ready?
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
560. Let's go.
Throwing. Young. He'll buy some time right.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So possession goes over here on the punt. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. That throw by Young incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw.
Pass hauled in by Johnston.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get them a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, Young.
They'll check this one down to Gainwell.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
And Young's going to throw it here.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Young. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now Young going to move him around.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Got his man. It's Gainwell. Touchdown, Panthers. Kenneth Gainwell. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
They'll elect to bring it out here.
And deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Townsend. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw. Baker. That's caught. It's Malone. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Back to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Ready?
On play action, Young. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, partner, that'll do it. Well, these week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the Panthers, they start the campaign with a victory in front of an enthusiastic home crowd for a Sunday night. And they'll get to stay home again next week.
Meanwhile, for Tokyo,
they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.